Hello, this is AI in Agriculture and the podcast called I Asked AI. In our podcasts, we are trying to ask AI systems regarding specific subjects, and we are looking at the answers which we are getting and trying to assess how are they realistic or not realistic in terms of real life applications. And there is a wide range of possibilities what we can ask AI, but we are focusing currently, maybe in the future, somewhere in the future we will focus on something else, but as of now we are focused only on imagery. So we are asking AI to show how some specific subject looks like in its opinion. And we already asked about apple scab, we asked about potato blight, and also we asked about the false codling moth. However, I didn't record this series yet, but regarding today's topic, it's very symbolic because it's Christmas. So we are asking AI today about the seedlings of spruce. Spruce is very nice Christmas tree when it's grown and nice and big, but as everything in life starts with small steps, so that's why spruce also starts with seedlings. And these seedlings, I asked AI, what does a spruce seedling in the lawn plug of growing medium with visible roots look like? And if you are curious why I'm asking about this very specific image and to understand how it looks like, it's all about the use cases. This specific imagery is a subject of quality control. So when there is a plant nursery and they are growing the seedlings for commercial sale, seedlings of spruce, then on some stage they need to deliver these seedlings to their customers, and they need to understand what they're delivering, and the customer need to have some understanding as well. What do they get? Is it viable or not? Is it healthy or not? How it's green, how it's big, how other characteristics are demonstrated by these seedlings. So that's why this imagery, it's a critical important imagery for training the model or fine-tuning the model to assess to provide the quality control characteristics of spruce seedlings. So our task is to assess the existing capabilities of everything so-called AI under generative AI umbrella, and understand how good they are for training the model and validating it, and trying to understand how good we can be if we will train the model using this dataset. So, and also you can see the same as on my screen, you can see it here. And we will start with traditional first page, and here I have two images which are realistic and two images which are already generated. So I didn't show them on the first screen, but I am showing it on the second screen. And on the second screen, as you see, yes, there are plenty of different images of spruce seedlings in the internet available, realistic. At the same time, I decided to take that one which are relevant for my characteristics in terms of background and the shape of the seedlings, as well as the representative view, because I saw that, for example, because seedlings, they are not, in most cases, they are not sold individually, they are sold in dozens, hundreds, so it was a challenge for me to find this specific on the white background, as well as on some specific demonstration of the plug and roots. Anyway, you can see where is the generated and where is the realistic. And the first one, which I took from generated, is a well-known model called Nano Banana Pro, because it's one of the commercially successful model from Google. And I must say that in general they are performing nicely regarding other tasks. I think they are pretty nice. and it's quite realistic in terms of how the seedlings looks like, the root collar diameter, and also regarding the shape of the branches. I think this is quite a good render of image. At the same time, the problem is that I didn't change the direction. I didn't flip it vertically or horizontally. And this is what I got straight from the model. I think this image is quite okay to use for populating the dataset. At the same time, the challenge is that the height of the seedling is not a proper one, because in real life we have never seen healthy seedlings of spruce like that short. So that's why even if you will flip the image and put it vertically, it will be still some unrealistic aspect in relation to the size of the seedlings. So, but still, it's a very good attempt, and the quality of rendering, quality of image is good. So I believe it's a good candidate to work with. The second one is Flux Van Dev, and this one is very good in terms of marketing. I think because, it looks pretty okay in terms of, we have the higher part, which is quite a proper size. We have good plug demonstration. We have even some roots. At the same time, it looks artificial, and it's not how the realistic imagery look like. So that's why, and again, if you think about the number of the branches which you see, it's quite a lot. So maybe next time, if I will do the same task, maybe I need to improve the prompt and as well add some qualitative characteristics. How many branches do I need to have in one plant, in one seedling? But it's still nice. So when the person doesn't work with this specific type of seedlings, it's possible to use them to demonstrate some direction. So this is how it looks like in general, but the specifics obviously are not so detailed. So then we have Imagen 4. Imagen 4 is, it has pretty the same problems as Nano Banana Pro. You can see the height of the seedling is not realistic. Again, for educational purposes, it's fine, but for some model training. But again, you can just add some of these photos, but it's not possible to generate them like 100 images and then train the model and expect the perfect performance on the real live data. However, if you have done any of these experiments, let me know. It will be interesting to discuss the results. Next one is Sora. Sora is, in previous times, Sora was demonstrating very good results. In this case, I don't know, maybe they have never seen the spruce, but this is not the spruce seedling. And also the plug, if you see, probably it's some designer developed plug, because the shape is quite interesting and the roots are visible, but again, unrealistically, 3 parts of roots are visible, and the top view as well is quite artificial. However, regarding the amount of the twigs which we can see from the main stem, it looks realistic. So that's why you see, again, we have this situation when if we will pick all the good things from each model, then it can create something amazing. But every model has something good and something bad as usual. This one, you see, it's Seedream 4.0, and it's fun because the plug As you can see, it's horizontal, not vertical like traditional. And maybe it's like a hallucination. And as you see, AI systems, they can hallucinate. And we can see the hallucination in textual results, textual outputs, which, for example, if you can do something, you can put the prompt and get a response and then something awkward. So I think this is the example of imagery awkward. Because if we can say that this is Spruce Seedlings with a plug and visible roots, it's obviously, yes, that's true. But in real life, it's never true. Yes, however, the seedling and the size and the number of twigs is pretty realistic. Stable diffusion. Here we are. Because probably it doesn't know how the plug looks like. So all the efforts were inserted into the creating the seedling by itself. And the seedling by itself is not good as well, because it looks like the part of a big tree which you just put into the soil. It's not like a real seedling for spruce. Then we have Qwen. The big fun when I do these tasks is just to expect what will be next. So when I was doing Qwen and I saw this plastic pot, I was like, okay, maybe this is how the plug looks like, but obviously, and the seedling as well looks a little bit different in real life. So good attempt. It brought a big smile, but obviously not ready. Even for marketing purposes, I don't recommend to use this, because your customers and clients will not come back to you again. I also asked ChatGPT. Here, yeah, and you can see even the visual similarity with Sora, because Sora and ChatGPT, the OpenAI. So here is the Sora, and here is ChatGPT, and at least the designer developed plug is the shape is the same. As you can see, it's quite a unique one in comparison with others which we had. And regarding the seedling by itself, this one stem, and the same with Sora was that one stem looks unfinished. Probably this is the best British word how I can say about this spruce seedling. And about the winner, because this is the end. I didn't put winners today, and as I promised, the winner is, here probably some nice music must start. The winner is spruce, obviously, and this nice tree. Thank you so much for your attention. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.